Rodrigo, we need more vocals. I know it's quiet, I'm sorry. Sorry. Firstly, I'd like to thank everybody for coming. It's really cool that you're here. This band's called Lovesick. This song is called Crown. The wire that bends around my wrist weaves through legs of fences put out across the alleyways down which we used to skate. The wires around the roots stressed across the roof leads the lives we have to lead. Cause borders aren't as we are as such connected endlessly. But speak it to the palm of your hand and then hold it to your ear. Hear my return crackling through a cable no one else can even see. Wherever we may be, in whatever proximity, I'll hear your voice. I'll hear your voice and wear it like a crown.
does everything sound? Okay, if you're just fucking around, you better say something now, because like, we're not gonna set this shit up again.
Louder of everything!
More of everything.
Oh, we're good. More for a couple more years.
I didn't hear that.
Everyone, all the time, everywhere.
Not for it. Where's Sun Reds? This song, it's called Where Your Sun Reds. It's a song about, if you look around you, you know, generally like you go to like a punk show, a hardcore show, and you're surrounded by young people, even like whatever, you go to like any like show, it's kind of like I know it's on our tour, like whenever we went on tours and stuff like that, like people would be like talking and stuff, and they'd be like, yeah, you know, so-and-so, you know, fucking old man, he's like 22 or whatever, he's still doing it. Trying to talk about like how people are so old, and like generally like, you know, in like punk scene, hardcore scene, start kind of young, you know, doing bands in, you know, high school and whatnot. It was just good. I think about it being 25 years old, feeling like a little bit, maybe past my prime sometimes, or just feeling like a little bit like, do I really want to be like a 35-year-old guy in a blast beat band? And I think hell yeah, I do. But I also like think about like, you know, well, I feel a little bit weird. Well, I feel like some creepy old dude who lives in a college town, even though I'm well past the age when I could have been going to college. And hell yeah, I do. Sometimes. And this is a song about you know, excuse me for a second. It's kind of weird. Anyway, this song about kind of like older I get, just trying to like not let anybody else's idea of who I am or who anyone is betray or stigmatize my ideals, you know, because it's not like you have to get older and let go of anything that you care about when you're younger. And it's not like you have to like I don't know, like a song about trying to like learn as you get older and do more rather than settle for anything, and you know, basically just not give up on who you are just because you think you're supposed to for some asinine reason. And I don't know, like I try to like start talking about this song sometimes. I'd be like, yeah, I mean, like, look around you. Like, we were in Florida one time. I was like, look around you. Like, you know, who's over the age of 30 here? And one dude was like, I am, motherfucker. You want to do something? I was like, no, sir. I'm trying to get to a good point about how I'm really happy you're here. Because that's kind of what the song is about. Like, I definitely want to, like, it definitely like shows like this, and you know, on a wider scale, the whole world to be comfortable for anyone who's interested and anyone who is concerned. So that's kind of what the song is about. Ready? Let's just do it.
Shut up!
So how many of you people used to live at the Pirate House? At least 20 of you here?
Show of hands.
Or spent the night there, maybe?
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
I used to beat it in Rod's bed.
What, sometimes you get
Stains
tired?
are still there.
Try to come.
I was on a sheet.
You guys ever hear the following musicians?
Important question.
Ornette Coleman, Albert Eiler, Pharoah Sanders, John Coltrane, Alex Coltrane, Art Ensemble of Chicago. People like that. Have you heard about those people?
Yes!
For those of you who haven't, I really like those groups a lot. A lot of them, they're kind of like just like heavy people in the improvised music and like jazz music of like the middle 60s and late 60s, early 70s. Really, really beautiful soulful music. I always think about how it'd be so hard to make music like that because, for one, you know, it's the first time anything like that ever really kind of happened that, you know, was like hugely documented and became like sort of like a big deal that the library heard of, at least like a relatively large number of people found out about. And I think like, yeah, well, for one, it's like, you know, so like groundbreaking. It was kind of weird. You have to just like do it first and not do it at all. And I thought like, shit, think about the time it's made. It's like such a fucked up time. Like, not even, you know, not even to like think about like the majority of the people that were involved in making like music African American at the time, like the civil rights movement and crazy shit like that. But there's like such a time of, you know, social unrest and just like war and craziness, like in the middle late 60s and, you know, even part of the early 70s, like a lot of crazy shit was happening that probably had people tense all the time. And this is kind of an expression of like the urgency and the tension that these musicians felt as best they could. And I thought about that and I was like, fuck, that's right now. You know, like when we went on tour, we went to Providence, and we got there and our friend Brian kept on saying fuck a war, just as like a funny thing to say. It's like reference to the Gutter Boys song. And, you know, off the album We Can't Be Stopped, 1992, where Bushwick Bill is called by like a army recruiter, and he's like, they're like, Bushwick Bill, we wanted to enlist you in the army. He's like, fuck a war, I'm not going for you, you know. So it's like, it's so cool because for like 3 days walking around, and they'd be like, you want a bagel? And then, no, fuck a war, we're gonna Coke. You know, just kind of like, it was like the funnest thing to say. And like, I think now, like, well, there's a war going on. And it sucks. And it's like, got me really fucking tense. It's going crazy. And it makes me so happy that like just 2 years ago I could think about it and laugh and be like, war, what a thing in the past. What a silly thing that, you know, I'll never have to think about. Or that, you know, none of my friends will have to think about. And, you know, but while I was thinking that, there was war going on somewhere else. It just wasn't slapping me in the face. And so this song we're going to play is called Children in Trouble. And it's kind of like, I feel like, you know, like, at any time something bad could happen, you know, day in and day out, like, you know, whatever. Like, grease fire, we're all gone. And that'd be really, really, really sad. You'd probably feel dumb that you went to the show. You'd be like, making the last Lovesick show? You know, really lucky because you're going to die. Yeah, do it anyway. But like at any point, like, something really awful can take place. And I guess like more than being like really like freaked out and really crazy and just like live in like constant terror and upset, I'd like to look at like how beautiful everything, you know, has been and how beautiful everything is. You know, right now so many great things are happening in the shadow of something, you know, like more, you know, like more predominantly affecting the United States, and that's awful. And for a little while I was like, well, you know, why am I even doing music? Like, who cares? But like, actually, like, now more than ever, we should be celebrating who we are and telling each other the truth about how we feel, and doing the things that we do because we have to, and because we should, and there's no reason not to, because at any point, you know, you could be taken away, or the things you love could be taken away from you, and it'd be sad to like go through life just afraid of that happening, because it's going to happen sometime. But while we can, let us dance and have fun. Ready? Do it. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4.
More travel!
he said evil must law or something.
Much better.
The song is for our friend Wolf Eyes, our friends Wolf Eyes, not our single friend, but our friends who are in the band Wolf Eyes. They are one thing, they're one wolf. They are 138. They're one big wolf eye. We're gonna have to play that they could. And also kept word in the dukes of drinking booze or playing a show, so they can be very themselves. Their empty ass show that no one's at. Just kidding. That was kind of mean. I'm sorry. But this song is for them. And everyone at their show is always for them. Ready? A thousand words, I'll stay in time capsule. We can only see from 12 or 9 time capsule.
Prop the door!
Say what?
Prop the door open!
Prop the door open.
Please!
So this is a song about, I used to live in this house with like a weird door, and I have to like prop it open. It's really hard, you know, it's really tough. So, I don't know. It's one of the first songs we wrote. It's a song about staying up really, really late. You ever stay up so late that you start to like see shit? Isn't that good to do? I do that a lot, sometimes more than others. This kind of song about you know, it's been 2 or 3 days and you're awake. Everything makes such a unique sort of sense. And it's all kinds of this is your last song.
More James, more Fred, more Nikki, and more Mike!
This is going to be the slowest song you've ever heard. Imagine the fastest song you've ever heard. Then slow it down. I've been talking to a lot of my friends about this for a little while, so if I've already talked to you about this, forgive me. But if we're doing what we're supposed to be doing with our lives, then when things change, everything that changes is also growing. It's not stopping. It's not getting stuck. You know, if we're truly progressing as people, if we're truly progressing as a people, whatever you want to think that to mean, whether that's your friends, whether that's some, you know, feeling you affiliate yourself with, or whether that's like some sort of like common goal, or just common, you know, vibe, or whatever the fuck you want to think of. People as a community, if we're doing what's right, then we're moving forward. And part of me is very sad to have this be our last show, and no, we will never, ever, ever, ever play another show. No matter what.
Play a Cora Love Letter show!
No matter
That's
what.
your excuse!
Just because, you know, whatever happens next is going to be just that much better. I mean, that much more. Hopefully, to everyone. But if nothing else. What?
Kill it!
Kill the band. Fucking nice. Stab. R.I.P. But yeah, so it's not a bad thing, it's a very joyful thing, you know? How many more times do you really think you could sit through these songs? I mean, really. Hey, don't answer. but like, it's really sweet of you all to be here, very sincerely. I consider so many people in this room my friend, and I know I speak for everybody in the band, and the things that have happened with this band in the past 3.5 years, 4 years, 25 years, whatever it's been. You know, when I started playing drums, was to play in this band because, you know, all the drummers I met were such dicks. And I used to play guitar, and I was like, trying to find a drummer is not a complete dick. I might as well just play the drums. I don't become a dick. No offense to drummers, it's just at the time. It's weird. But and so I just wanted to, like, you know, I was in a band that rocked and rolled, and I was like, yeah, I really miss being in such a cool, like, fucking freak out band, and I've been listening to all this music that gets me so hyper, but I can't, like, express, like, how hyper I am. So let's start a band and be hyper, and, like, everything will fall apart, and it'll be great. And, you know, start a band, and immediately in my mind, like, it was like the ultimate punk band, because, like, I was happy. And, you know, it didn't matter that, like, a lot of people took a long time to warm up to the actual sound that was coming out of the band. But I'm actually, like, a lot happier that it was like that because it never meant anything except, like, let's go, let's do it, let's be hyper and happy together. And that's why this show is free, you know, because, like, why would we want your money? You know, why would we want anything like that? Like, that's why it's all ages, because why would we want to limit who can come check it out? Why would we want to limit it by, like, if you don't have any money to get in? Why we want to, like, do it at, like, some... And we played a show in Detroit at a bar, but, like, shit, this band's played, like, 150 shows, 140 of which were here, you know? So, like, and you know, so the very first show we played and all the way through, it's never been like, yeah, you know, we're going to have t-shirts soon, we're going to have, like, a 7-inch or whatever. It's been like, God, this thing in my mind, I can't get it out. I got to write a song, I got to talk to somebody about it, I got to do both. And it still may be, like, completely imperfect and completely, like, unrealized. But just to, like, even express that something has to happen and something, you know, there has to be a space, even if it's just, you know, me talking about a bunch of shit and, like, maybe you can think about it, or maybe, like, you know, I can't count the number of, like, dialogues that I've come into just because I've said something stupid or cool or amazing or wrong at a show and people want to talk about it. And that's really, really, really important thing, much more important than playing music to me. You know, much more important than, like, any song this band has ever written or any, like, you know, record will ever sell, is the fact that, like, there's been at least some sense of growth and some sense of community throughout the time that I think we've helped to like, if not, you know, like, just, like, foster or, like, deal with, and at least in our own lives and maybe in yours. So thank you so much. I'd like to thank Red or Dad, Real or Ian, Small Run Bike. They're all excellent. They're all our friends. And the song is called Do Not Fast, and it's a song about just fucking go, you know?
Yeah.
Let's all do it.
Go.
And do everything that you can. Thank you.
Yeah.